Interesting interactions with digital media, games, and action figures. IDGAF, Episode 6, Aliens and Predators.
Hey there, welcome to the 6th episode of IDGAF. This week we got some stuff for you. Kind of an off week this week. I didn't really have too much planned or too much going on, so I put some stuff together that I didn't have time to put in the last couple of episodes. I figured I'd put them in now, show you some of that stuff. We'll see if I get to it today, but I want to put in a retro clip from the past, kind of add that, incorporate that into the show every week. We got your question this week, which was, do you think AI is going to be a big problem in 5 years? I don't know, it's off an article I read on CNN, which I've been told not to read much of because I get too paranoid about stuff. This week's the Oscars, so in honor of that, I'm doing absolutely nothing to promote the Oscars. Hey, you should check this out! Alright, so we're walking through Gameworks, Ontario. It's the first experience I've ever had with a Gameworks. When I first came out here, I was really blown away. It was really Spielberged up. I think Spielberg owned it with Sega and DreamWorks. They were promoting Small Soldiers, the movie at the time, so you got little Small Soldiers cards. It was total like a fusion of movies and video games, and it was awesome, and the decor was awesome, and it was like an abandoned factory with TV screens, and it was like music, and everything was awesome. Now it's been sold so many times to different companies. Sega backed out and sold it to a third-party company. It's kind of a shell of what it used to be. I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of like going into a bar you once loved, but it got bought out by 6 other companies, and they kept the stuff because they didn't want to get rid of it, but they really didn't improve on it or put anything new in there, really. So it's just kind of there. It lingers. No money. Nothing. So it's just, I don't know why it's not dead yet. Every time I go in there, it's empty. I mean, maybe it's the Saturday night specials or something, but I'm never there on a Saturday night. Walking around there, this used to be the bar. I think it still is the bar. I don't know. They moved the restaurant and the bar so many times. There used to be a giant vertical video game which lifted you up to the giant projection screen, but now, there was like a DJ booth with all these TV monitors and stuff. Now it's just kind of empty pool tables here, walking around. I mean, you can still tell the murals have the Sega characters on them. They decided to keep those. Well, I mean, for nostalgia. I think there's no Sonic characters in there. But there's the big Sonic billboard there. That's kind of cool. So it still has a Sega feel to it, but, I mean, just like Sega, there's nothing really going on. The Mario Kart cabinets there, they have the Sega Sonic air hockey tables. They got the Outrun. Outrun. Then we're just walking down the back here. I don't think those elevators are for public. Yeah, there's a lot of ticket redemption games now. It's kind of what happened to most arcades. This is a snack bar I've never seen open since the 90s, but I swear that was Surge. Surge! And yeah, more ticket redemption to DDR games, which kind of helped kill the arcades a little bit. Here's the racing section now. They've kind of sectioned out the games. That game never had a steering wheel for like a couple months. More tickets, just all tickets. I swear I feel like I come in here and there's absolutely nobody here most of the time. Half the time I'd come here, I'd try to get some souvenir or merchandise that had the Gameworks logo on it, so I'd have my wife actually go through and play my big roulette game there so she can win lots of tickets. She was really good at it. Alright, that's it. Check out this week's Toy Custom. Alright, so last week I did the Contra figures with Stallone and Schwarzenegger. This week I wanted to compliment them with some Predators. Really got into Predator for some reason. So I made tiny Predators. Took the reaction heads from the Reaction Funko character action figures. Well, that one's actual Japanese. I painted this guy. He was a Japanese model toy. And then I got a NECA one too. And I just decided to repaint them because I couldn't find the original paint job one anywhere in the store, so I said screw it. And then I got little aliens too. They're also made from pretty much the same bodies. I added some features and stuff. They're made from mini mates. I dissected them and put little pieces all around the body. And the heads are still movable. They're on the swivel, so I can still do whatever I want with them. Make them like, attack. So I got my 2 little alien warriors. Pretty cool. I think the point of all these micro toys is that I can take them and put them on my monitor at work and nobody complains. Whereas the toys are just too damn big otherwise. Alright, so the Predators, couldn't decide on just one head that you can exchange in and out, so I had to make two bodies. I actually did a better job on the second time, but it's still pretty cool. They came out well. So, good homage to Predator. And then this is the NECA Predator. He was the Wasp Predator from Series 11, I guess. But I didn't like the yellow Killer View thing, so I decided to repaint him pretty much. Totally painted his mask and painted his skin. I like the kind of glow-in-the-dark green, but it's not quite glow-in-the-dark. It kind of reminds me more of the classic one from the first movie. Added little red in his, laser areas there. His little arm panels. So yeah, that's that. That's it for this week, son. Woo! Let's play some games. This week's question was, do you think artificial intelligence will take over the world in 5 years? You know, like The Matrix or Terminator or something like that. This week's responses were, eventually, but not for like 50 years. Things don't happen as fast as they're portrayed in the movies. I'm still waiting for the flying cars from 1936. Things to come. No, I think our advances are not quite that far along in technology for true AI, or at least not self-advancing and modifying, so AI, not so. I think we're safe. I got word from someone that works in robotics that we're not smart enough to make killer robots. No, but maybe in 20 years. No, everything is normal. Continue consuming the cat videos. All is well. Sign the internet. And no, science moves us forward, not back. It's very optimistic. I personally don't know if AI is going to be a problem with my generation, but possibly the next generation. Kind of like how the Japanese have people who work on the vending machines because there's so many vending machines, so there's not enough, there's not enough diners and delis and restaurants and soda places anymore. Now there's just machines that one guy works for 20 vending machines, something like that. I don't know, but I mean, as far as Terminators and the Matrix stuff, maybe in 50 years, I don't know. People are stupid. Hey, well, that's my show for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out next week. Check me out on Twitter at radguy25. I'm on Instagram. No, I'm not. Hey, please subscribe on radguy25 YouTube.